What's up, my Yu-Gi-Oh nerds? Today I just kind of wanted to share a deck with you that I've been kind of messing around with. It's a pretty good option if you're looking for something really cheap and fun that can win. But so if you're looking at winning a regionals with this deck, you're not going to do it. You can maybe top your locals with it, but you're going to have a blast doing it. And I am talking about the Tistina. I love these cards so much. I've been playing this on Master Duel, and I've been playing this at my locals, and I've been doing good with it. So you can win, and you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. And why this deck is really sneaky, this format, is it flips your opponent's monsters face down. And there's so many link summonings and special deck summoning from the extra deck that this deck really just kind of gets away with a few just basic mechanics, but in doing so, kind of you win off of it, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm just going to do just a quick breakdown on what this deck does and why it does it good. So you have your Crystal God Tistina. This is your boss monster. It's a main deck monster. Extra deck, important, but mainly if you're going for FTKs. So it's really good at next format where there's going to be lots of cards drawing because you're summoning from the extra deck. This is going to be, I don't think it's going to be good, but it's going to be, a fun matchup that you can still steal some wins with. So this is your main starter. This is going to be Demigod, and what this card does is it lets you add a Tistina spell, which is really helpful. These summon if you control a light Tistina, which is going to be your god or your demigod. And this one lets you destroy a Tistina, and this one lets you attack your opponent directly if they have a face-down monster. And with these two, what they're going to do is these are Daruma Cannon on steroids. These let you book a moon your opponent's entire board and send every face-up card to the graveyard. Not face-up monster, every face-up card. So this is really good of getting rid of any of those lingering effects like skill drain and stuff. Well, not skill drain, but anything like dimensional fissure. You need to get rid of something like that, or a pesky field spell. These are going to let you do it super good. And so what this deck is good at, like I said, it's booking your opponent's monsters, but the combo is really easy too. You can book your own monsters to get into your big guys. So your combo to get into these two is fairly simple, but if you're playing pure, it's pretty bricky. So you want to find another engine that has a good normal summon monster, because the continuous spell lets you normal summon twice. Yeah, this guy lets you normal summon twice, and if you control one of these monsters, you can book one of your opponent's monsters, and then you get an add off of that as well. And a lot of these actually have good graveyard effects. So this is our field spell. If it is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, let's just special summon one of these guys. If your god is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, his effect goes off again, which is good recursion. Then you have your extra deck monster. If he's destroyed, lets you special summon one of these guys. So basically you can keep booking your opponent as long as they keep destroying your cards, which is a lot of destruction. This format, there's some banishment and stuff, but lots of destruction, so that's good. So you get all your graveyard effects. And then certain monsters in the grave, if you have your breath, then that does the same thing as your field spell. So you get lots of recursion on your big guys, and you get more Book of Moon for them. But that's kind of all they do. But you'd be surprised how much that's actually enough to win. Especially like Snake Eyes and stuff like that, when you know they're about to go into your link plays, you just book them, then they can't link, then they usually don't have anything else they can do, because they either need that monster on the field, or they need it face up on the field to do its effect. So it's pretty great. Same thing with Ubel. So as long as they don't get their stuff to the graveyard, if you can book it before it hits the graveyard while sending their face-up spells to the grave, you win. So basically, if you have this guy plus these, you can OTK. That's 5 monsters for an OTK. Then this guy, he has an effect to where he gets bigger. If you pitch the big guy off of him, he becomes a 4K. One of the Tistina engraves lets you make him attack twice, and if it's something is booked on their field, then you can just OTK through that. Since you're making 10s, you can OTK with the Dreadnought package, and you are almost consistently summoning 4 monsters. So you can play an access code package for an OTK. There's just a lot you can do with this deck and stop your opponent, but consistency is not there. Like, you will get to one of your combos fairly, I'd say like 90% of games you're going to get to a combo into a decent end board. But it's going to be, you get 1 Book of Moon and some recursion. That's why if you play something else with a good 1-card starter, like a good normal summon. So in this one, I am playing Nadir. The Nadir package with Dogmatica Maximus and stuff like that, because it's another summon I can get. If I get stuck on this, I can get into, you know, some negates, Winda, stuff like that. And these are light monsters, so they work good with the other light monsters. So I can get into an access code package. So you have like 3 different ways of getting an OTK off, but the consistency to do that every single time, it's not there. So that's why this deck is not topping all over the place. This is why you're not going to win a regionals with it. You will brick some hands. It's going to happen. But the look on your opponent's face when they are losing because their monsters are being flipped face down, like this is GOAT format or something, it's pretty awesome. It's fun, I'm not gonna lie. And it's pretty balanced. You're gonna have some good matches out of it, and your opponent's not gonna hate you, but they're gonna feel kind of bad because they lost. I mean, you know, obviously, but being book-a-booned and lost. So it's cheeky fun. No one's gonna be mad at you, and you're gonna steal some wins. So I think this is a pretty great deck. And if you want me to do like a more in-depth profile on why this deck is great, let me know. Thank you for checking out another one of my videos. If you're interested in any more, I've got a couple lined up right here. And if you haven't yet, click the icon in the center to subscribe to my channel. And remember, have fun out there.